They are not sending their best. They're sending criminals. They're sending drug dealers. They're sending rapists. They're sending murderers. They're all bad hombres. Allegations and comments like this have become more and more common during the past years. And I'm not pointing any fingers, but the rate at which these comments are being thrown out at is alarming. To the average American, it may seem that the only ones who cross the southern border are criminals. It may even create a preconceived image of what the average Mexican person is like. Usually, a wrong image. So the question remains, are we all criminals? Are we all bad hombres? Don't let me tell you, I'm Mexican. Of course my opinion is biased. Let the numbers tell you. Drug users in the United States comprise 13.7% of the population. In Mexico, the number goes down to 1.2%. Murders with firearms per 1 million people. The United States, 32.57. Mexico, 24.42. Rape rate per 1 million people. The United States, 274.04. Mexico, 127.18. Total crimes per 1,000 people. The United States, 41.29. Mexico, 14.21. In fact, US cities where a very high percentage of the population is Mexican, such as El Paso, San Diego, Chula Vista, and Mesa, have been ranked among the safest cities in the country. On the other hand, the two most dangerous cities in the United States, Detroit and St. Louis, have a very low percentage of Mexican population. In Detroit, it's only 4%, and in St. Louis, 3.5%. Of all the school shootings committed in the United States since 1989, the perpetrator has been Latino 9% of the time. Not even Mexican, Latino. White Americans account for 56% of those shootings. But here's where the details get even more interesting. When Stephen Paddock shot at a crowd in Las Vegas, killing 59 people, he was presented as mentally insane. When a Mexican is indicted for a crime in the States, he's presented to the media in his orange jumpsuit as a criminal. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with presenting a criminal as a criminal. However, I do believe that no matter your race or your skin color, if you commit a crime, you're a criminal, period. So, what do we deserve to be generalized and represented by those who do commit crimes? And wait a sec, I am not saying that the United States is a bad country, nor the Americans are bad people. The United States is an amazing country, feel good, great people. However, like any other country in the whole world, it has a crime rate that it's above 0%. Each coin has two sides. Please, allow me to share with the other one. Mario Molina. He discovered that human actions have an impact on the ozone layer, hence climate change. He won the 1995 Nobel Prize for Chemistry. Guillermo González Camarena. He invented Color TV. Octavio Paz, Mexico's most prominent writer, won the 1990 Nobel Prize for Literature. Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. Through her art, Frida advocated for women's rights. Through his, Diego created consciousness of the social injustices that struck our country. Guillermo del Toro, Alfonso Cuarón, Alejandro González Iñárritu. Altogether, 81 Oscar nominations. Luis Ernesto Miramontes, he synthesized the contraceptive pill. Carlos Slim, for some years the richest man in the whole world. Daphne Almazan, at the age of 17, she studied her master's at Harvard. All these people have two things in common. Number one, they all have excelled or are doing so in their respective fields of action. Number two, they're all Mexican. And just like this, there are hundreds of examples of Mexican men and women who are the best at what they do and who every day are fighting to make this world a better place. How come we cannot be judged by this side of the coin as well? Following the earthquake that struck Mexico's central and southern regions in September 2017, the swift reaction taken by the citizens and the first responders was so massive that at a point the authorities had to send people back because there were already too many volunteers. The borderline miraculous response taken by the Mexican citizens sparked a movement in social media called somos más los buenos. The whole message of the movement was, somos más los buenos que los malos. It translates to, we, the good ones, are more than the bad ones. And that is true. And not only in Mexico. Anywhere in the world, everywhere. We, the ones who are aiming and fighting to create positive changes in our schools, our communities, our countries, we are more than those who are trying to hurt and divide. So, how come we cannot be judged by this side of the story as well? Honestly, I do not know. What I do know, if I could summarize the past few minutes into one phrase, is that we, the good ones, are more than the bad ones. And that we are not all bad hombres. Thank you very much.